morning to all my rural Xers out there. This is Eric the Rural Xer here with you on a beautiful, as you can kind of see behind me, Friday morning, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving 2024. I hope none of y'all overate like I did yesterday. I completely overate yesterday afternoon and was miserable pretty much the rest of the day. And finally got over it last night right before going to bed, but I only had pretty much one meal yesterday. I didn't eat anything after because I just didn't feel like it. But I hope all my rural Xers out there are doing great. I wanted to jump on here before the video actually started to give you some background on the video and why it's taken me so long to get this video published and kind of why I've drug my feet on it. This video was actually made way back in the latter part of July of this year, 2024. Me and Teresa had taken off for just a short weekend trip and went over to just east of Gainesville, Georgia to kind of scope out a wedding venue that my great nephew and his fiance was getting married at over there. We kind of wanted to know where it was at because it was actually out in the middle of nowhere and in a kind of a barn, metal barn type building. Very nice place actually. When we went to it the next month in August, it turned out to be a very nice wedding. Very glad we got to go and see it and share those moments with him. But in July, we were just scoping it out and trying to find out where it was at, like I said, and then we kind of combined it into a trip where we were going to take in some sights and I was going to film and stuff, and which I did, and I actually got the video put together, but I sat on it for a long time because I didn't do an outro at a diner that we ate at over in Cornelia, Georgia, and I sat on it and I never did get around to doing the outro for it, and that's what I was waiting on. And I'm a procrastinator. I'm bad about putting things off. There was so much going on during the summertime with work, being a family man around here, trying to help take care of the house. And of course, as anybody knows who lives in the South during the summertime, there's always yard work to have to do between doing the job and doing other family things. I just sat on this video for quite a while and kept putting off doing the outro, which I am going to do the outro at the end of this video and my actual final thoughts on the diner and everything. But just to give you some information about the video, we went through Braselton, Georgia, and I done some filming in downtown Braselton. Really nice, unique little town. Really loved it. It was a great little town, and like I said, I got some footage of around the downtown area, the square down there and all, and then we went from there on over to Tugaloo State Park. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. That's just the way I read it and interpreted the pronunciation of it. So if I am pronouncing that wrong, please forgive me, and maybe someone can correct me in the comments below. But anyway, we went on over to Tugaloo and drove around. We done a little driving video of that state park. Now, I will say that it's mostly for campers, RVers, water sports enthusiasts, fishing, skiing, swimming, stuff like that, because it's actually right on the shores of Lake Hartwell over in northeastern Georgia. Right on the South Carolina line. And so we've been over to that lake several times over the past couple of years, and I've got some footage over there, different areas around the lake, but this is just another one. We really like that area, and we ended up going over there to that state park. There's not a lot of sights to see as far as someone just passing through like us to actually see in the park. It's mostly comprised of campsites. It does have a little putt-putt golf, miniature golf course. It's got some used, I would say, and you'll see it. Tennis courts, I'm not even sure if they're still being used or kept up, honestly, because it had a lot of debris and leaves and pine straw and stuff on it as far as I could see. They do have some hiking trails, a lot of campsites that are around the lake, and so that it's really great for, I would say, hikers, bikers, swimmers, boaters, fishing, skiing, stuff like that. It's a great place because there are several places over there where you can launch boats at, and then some of the campsites down at the lake actually do have boat docks that you can tie boats to if you've got a boat that's part of the campsite, your own private boat dock. So that's really nice, and we did get some footage of all of that, including the beach area. And then we ended the video with a little trip over to Cornelia, Georgia, and ate at a little diner called Fender's Diner over there. It's a typical 50s style diner with a lot of chrome, a lot of checkerboard, black and white checkerboard trim, and I think even the floors are black and white checkerboard. You know, just got that 50s style vibe going on with it, and we really enjoyed eating over there. But I'll save the actual final review to the end of this video as part of the outro. So with that being said, and no further ado, let's get into the video. Good morning, all my rural Xers out there. This is Eric, the rural Xer, here with you in or near downtown Braselton, Georgia. Me and Teresa are out riding around this early Sunday morning, finally getting some more footage of towns, roadside attractions, state parks, things like that. We're going to be going around today. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I've released a video. I had another one that I was going to try to put together of a duck boat tour we took up at Chattanooga here a while back, probably a couple months ago now. And the footage had some people's faces in the mirrors because I was sitting up front towards the front of the bus, the duck, I should say. And it had some people's faces, and I was going to try to blur them out. I didn't want to, you know, invade their privacy, and I just never could get it to work right in my software. And I've just about given up on it. One of these days I might be able to get that together and release it, but that's the reason I haven't had any video out in a while, was because of the fact that the last video footage that I had was of a duck boat tour, and it was good, but the problem was, like I said, was people's faces was in the mirror and during a good portion of the tour. And so anyway, we are here in downtown Braselton, if I can remember that, Braselton. And I think I've been here maybe once or twice in years past when I was working for one of my previous employers, DocuTeam / Sharp, when I was a copier technician working on office equipment and things like that, items like that. And it seemed like I vaguely remember coming down through here once or twice, servicing someone's equipment in their office in this area during a busy business week. But today we are here on a Sunday morning. Like I said, it's cloudy. It is in July, and it is extremely hot and humid right now. And so anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little quick tour of some of the sites down here. It's a very quaint downtown district that looked like probably was forgotten about for a number of years, but has since been revitalized, like so many other downtown districts around, at least the North Georgia area. And I don't know, I can't really speak for the South Georgia area, but I know a lot of downtown districts have been revitalized in recent years, probably last 10 to 20 years, including the hometown that I'm from, Blue Ridge, Georgia, and the town that I live in now, Jasper, Georgia. When I first moved down in 2000, it was already starting to, you know, be revitalized then, and it has since been revitalized, and there's a lot of things that goes on in downtown districts. Many people knows from the South, a lot of
mom and pop businesses, which is great. I think it's fantastic. When we recently went over to Alabama, we actually looked for places, restaurants and places like that to eat at in downtown, and frequented them while we were there as much as we possibly could. And it was very nice. Some very historic places and all. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to look around here a little bit. This is one of those, let me swing the camera around here, get my ugly mug out of there. Yep, here we are. Looks like this may be, I shouldn't say may have been, but probably is, some sort of an amphitheater down here. It's got a grassy lawn through here. Now, I was looking at this building back over here, as you can tell right behind there. Looks like there's a patio that's sitting outside right beside it. But it looks like this building was used for something else at one time. We'll kind of drive around or maybe walk around there and take a closer look at it and see what it is. In fact, I may just go ahead and walk over there. Now is called the Cotton Calf Kitchen. Looks like it's a restaurant with a patio out front right here. But like I said, judging from the brickwork on the side of the building, it looks like that it was may have had another building built up against there, or yeah, it does, because if you can see, let me back up here a little bit more, you can see right there that it looks like there's a wall that protrudes out this way, where there might have been another building built here at one time, but it was taken down. But yeah, this is very unique, very what they do a lot of times with older buildings like this. They fix them up and reuse the building, which I love the fact that they do. Now, in my old hometown, there's parts of Blue Ridge, Georgia, and anybody who's from around here knows probably about Blue Ridge, because it's becoming one of the biggest tourist attractions in the state of Georgia, because of the Blue Ridge Scenic Railway that runs out of there. And it's the north part of town that has been revitalized the most. But the problem is that they built a lot of these buildings in recent years from scratch, from the ground up, and added them in there where they wasn't there before. Now, some of the older buildings they have preserved and reused for different purposes, repurposed it and everything, but they've also added other buildings. In my opinion, in some of those cases, doesn't really match the vibe of the town, but that's just my opinion. Now, here's the front of these buildings that we were looking at from sort of the back side in Braselton Market and Braselton Brothers Inc. I don't know what kind of a business that used to be, but it looks like old signs that used to be on these buildings here, and I'm sure they've been repurposed. Let me walk on over here a little bit to get a better shot. Almost tripped over a curb there. But yeah, got Braselton Market. It looks like it's some sort of a boutique and spa, Elements Boutique and Spa, that's what it's called now. Repurposed the building, and then it could be several businesses over there, that corner building right there. But yeah, I love the aesthetics of these old buildings here. They've kept them kind of the same and repurposed the insides of them. Here's another angle of that amphitheater I'm taking, and that's what it is, an amphitheater. They probably have bands that set up down there at the far end of the lawn, possibly. I'm not really sure though. Or maybe just a park, maybe just where people comes down here and gathers around on these benches and sits at lunchtime or something during the week. I really don't know, but it's nice. It's a nice little grassy field down here, and nice place to sit around and all, if it's not too hot. Here lately it has been horribly hot. Just saw this building as we were fixing to pull out of the little parking area behind some of those stores that I just got footage at. And this is, oh, I love this. This is so unique. It looks like an old barn or something from years ago. And we were just pulling out, and I happened to see this right now. It is called the Braselton Brewing Company. So it's a brewery. I guess they make produce beers there now. But I love that it's like old tin, it's all rusted, and the barn is still standing. It probably was sitting here for years, if not decades, empty, and nothing done to it. And then finally someone come in here and put a brewing company in. Very unique. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love what they've done with that old barn. Got some very unique, old-looking houses around here. We are now at Tugaloo State Park, just outside of Livonia, on beautiful Lake Hartwell. We've been around Lake Hartwell a few times, different places. We've never been over here at this state park though. And it's very beautiful over here. We're actually in a parking area just down here near the water. I'll swing around here and show you the water. They've got canoes, I guess, that you can probably rent over here. But noticed all these ducks over here. Very beautiful. To give you some information about this lake, I got a pamphlet here at the visitor center as we were coming in, and it says, situated on a wooded peninsula, Tugaloo's cottages and most campsites offer spectacular views of 55,590-acre Lake Hartwell in every direction. Some cottages even have private boat docks for overnight guests. Tent campers can choose between the developed campground or primitive campsites located a short walk from the parking area. Fishing is excellent year-round, and largemouth bass are plentiful. During summer, the lake is a popular destination for swimming, water skiing, sailing, and boating. Both of the sassafras and muscadine nature trails wind through oak, walnut, mulberry, and cherry trees. The name Tugaloo comes from an Indian name for the river which once flowed freely prior to the construction of Lake Hartwell. And here is the a blown up map of the park itself. Most of this park, there's really no attractions except for the lake itself. There's probably swimming areas around, we'll find out, but it's got a lot of campsites and boat ramps and stuff like that, as you can see. And we're going to take you on a tour through here. We're going to set up the GoPro in the windshield and take a driving tour through here. So here we go. On the way back up to the car, noticed this little hill here with a picnic pavilion up there. Very nice, kind of overlooking the lake. If you can see through the trees, you can probably see a lot better through the fall and winter, early spring months before all the leaves and vegetation come out. But we're going to walk back up here to the truck. Yeah, this is an area mostly for boats and stuff. As you can see, there's big parking spaces down here, so there's a ramp here someplace close by. We are on our way. Finally got the camera set up. Teresa's giving me a hard time because I was having such a hard time getting the camera mounted up on the windshield. But here we go. We'll just kind of drive around here and take in the sights. I have my other camera ready.
Look at all the birds.
Phone camera. Here's a boat ramp. As you can see, the guy that's coming up the boat ramp pulling a boat up. Well, we've come to the end of this road. Thought it went on around, but it doesn't. So we're gonna have to turn around and go back the other way. Because all this is a boat ramp down here. And we're coming up on the visitor center here. We stopped here and went in for a few minutes. Got us an actual annual state pass so we can visit state parks without having to pay the $5 parking fee every time. As much as we've been going to state parks around the area and all. In fact, one of these days we're going to take off and go up to Amicalola State Falls, which is literally at our back door. We live in the Marble Hill area, which is the northeastern corner of Pickens County, and it isn't but probably
in 3/4 of a mile. Turn right on Benefield Drive.
Well, let's see. Yeah, Teresa had to stop that because we still had it going from our trip over here, the GPS. Don't know exactly where we're at or where we're going, but yeah, see, it's still recording. Make sure. Yeah, it's still recording. I don't know why it wants to go dim. I guess if you're not doing anything, it wants to go dim.
Looks like you got on another boat ramp.
Yeah. I think this is just another boat ramp here. And we got restrooms over here. Well, let's see. See where this goes. Maybe it loops around here. Don't know. That was the other side when we came up. I don't know why they didn't have it connected for. But they have a gate across there and you can't come up. Now here's beautiful Lake Hartwell here. Got a dock down here, it looks like, where people can park their boats and stuff. Maybe swim, I'm not really sure. And this is probably, looks like just another boat ramp here. Don't know. Yeah. There is a way to get out. It says parking area. Hopefully this goes on around and we can come back in. Yep, swings back around. Back out of here to the main road, and then take a left here and then a right, I guess. I don't know where this goes. If it's
I think this is a house or something.
yeah. Department of natural resources. We'll just drive all around here. Yeah, this is probably park ranger's house. Private driveway.
Yeah, I think you need to go that way.
Yeah.
Follow that boat.
Straight ahead. Okay. We know where that goes, which is really nowhere except park ranger's house. DNR employees only. Kind of wish that thing would quit going dark on me. York Village walk-in tent camping.
I hate to see the yurts.
Yeah. We should just follow that. Going down towards, we're actually right now, we are surrounded by water on two sides, plus another. Keep going down here, you end up in water down here as well.
Go out this one and come back out. See what's out here.
Beach, picnic shelters, group shelter, tennis courts, concession building. Group shelter. I'll just keep going through here.
Like a little peninsula.
Looks like it just dead ends down here. Dead ends down here. Probably a boat ramp or something.
It's a beach.
This is a beach. Looks like they have, or used to have, tennis courts over here. Intoxicants prohibited. I guess they're meaning alcohol is prohibited. But it almost makes it sound like they're talking about drunks. There's some old, looks like tennis courts. I don't know if they're still used or not. Right over here to our right. Let's see. There you go. There's the tennis courts down there behind that fence and that gate and the fence, but they look like they're in pretty bad shape. They don't look like they're kept up too good. We'll swing on around
here. This is just a parking lot. Probably for the tennis courts mainly. Of course, they probably use it also for people who swim, I'm sure too. Go over here to the other side where there's another parking lot down here. Now they do have some really good, looks like nice bathrooms, probably a bathhouse where you can change clothes at, right up through there. So we're swinging around here. Bet this would be a good day to be down in the water though. There's another picnic pavilion right here. Come on, there you go. Right there. It's a picnic pavilion overlooking the water. Very nice. Looks like someone's already setting up to actually use that. Possibly, or just storing their stuff there while they're down in the water. Someone out. Fixing to come out.
It's kind of dry down there. I think. Loading and unloading only.
Yeah.
I mean, looking and looking. Everything's.
Yeah.
Mini golf.
Yeah, miniature golf playground, swimming area. They have a miniature golf down there too. So,
It's right there.
yeah.
You can see the course.
Yep, they have a swim area, miniature golf. Muscadine Natural Trail. That's not, there it goes. Back up here to the main road that comes down, and we're going to hang a right and go further down and see where that takes us.
It just looks back out if you wanted to go that way.
That's just a house.
There.
Oh, there. Oh, I thought you was pointing over there. Here's a road that looks like goes down to some campsites, but there is a I think there's a gate across it, best I can tell.
Well, I guess we'll have to turn around.
That's weird.
Crap.
Well, so much for that. You think that this time of year, in July, that it would be full down here. People being on vacation around July, and this is right after the 4th too. You think they'd have every available campsite open for people? maybe it's not as popular as it once was years ago. Not sure when this state park opened. Nice little cottages down here. Let me get a shot of this. Yep, so you can see there's some cottages over here. Keep on driving on up here. There's some more down there overlooking the lake. It looks like there's something right here. I don't know what that is. If that was a cottage or what.
There's a lot of maintenance.
Road ends in 300 feet. And here's some more cottages right here. Don't look like they're being used, which is very unusual because this is the 4th of July weekend.
Which people could have checked out this morning, technically.
Possible. Looks like we can go down here and
Maybe look in.
loop around. Muscadine Beach Trail area. Drive down here past these cottages.
There's lights on. They could be at the beach.
Possible.
This would be a bad thing to do.
Really nice, actually. Don't look like anybody's renting that one. There ain't nobody there, at least no cars.
There's a ton at that one.
Huh?
There's a ton of cars at that one.
Yeah, there is.
And they're all packing up, so
Yeah.
probably will be packed up for the day. Got 9 fun over here and staying on the lake. Kind of fun.
Sorry for all the noise and stuff, us mumbling. We're just kind of talking amongst ourselves. But there's not a whole awful lot to see over here except these cottages.
Gonna go back up here to the main road and hang a right. Go down there. We'll explore all of this area while we're here. Campsites. We'll go through here, explore this area up here. Finally found some, looks like some campsites through here now. And we're kind of off the main trail here. I don't know where this goes. Campsites 1 through 16. We'll just drop down here and see. That's a big old RV. We lost it there for a minute. I don't know what happened. Don't know if it overheated or what. It shut off. So we had to find a place to pull off at so we could check it. We turned it back on and it come up with some sort of a message, but it being upside down, we couldn't read exactly what it said, so we ended up pulling off of the road for just a minute, checking it and putting it back up, and it seems to be working now, but not sure when it'll go off again. So anyway, we're back with you. We just went through a campsite area, quite a few campsites there. Nice.
We can go down first and then come back up to this amphitheater area. Those are just campsites anyway.
I think this is all just campsites here too. Probably boat launch down here. It looks like we're in almost like a cul-de-sac long loop here. We've got some looks like restrooms right here straight ahead to our right now.
Some bathhouses.
Bathhouse, well, restrooms I'm sure too. And more campsites down here. We'll just loop around here, see where this takes us, explore all of this. And these are full of people camping. Now that, I don't see how they could possibly
bathhouse. I'm sure they probably built these for people who are camping down here that may not have bathroom facilities on their camper, or would prefer using nicer.
Go back down that way if you don't mind, just for a minute.
Oh, another campsite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I looked at it, I realized that's what it was. I mean, it looked like a little
Bridge. Dock.
dock-like thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Pier or something. Yeah.
The amphitheater's out here.
Yeah. I wonder if it's open or not. But an amphitheater goes down here. It says amphitheater anyway. I wonder if maybe they might have that area with the cottages closed. Possibly maybe they're renovating the cottages. So here's some more cottages here, but those look like older ones.
That says Nature Hut.
Okay, Nature Hut, yeah. Alright. Looks like this just dead ends down here. See no. This almost all looks like camping areas down here. More camping areas. I don't see no amphitheater down here. Maybe they used to have one. I don't know. Maybe it was back over there. I don't know. All of it looks like camping sites down here now.
There's a sign.
Amphitheater.
That sign says do not enter. So what if you have to walk down to it?
I bet you have to. There's a trail that goes down to it, possibly.
I don't know.
Don't know. Here's another sign that says amphitheater. I bet the amphitheater is down there someplace.
Just ain't nowhere to park to get to it. Just ain't nowhere really to park to get to
Yeah.
it. Oh well.
We're now coming up on what they call the yurt village. As you can see, there's looks like tents, big tents that are set up out here that you can rent and all. Our GoPro crapped out on us again. It overheated, which is a known issue for, unfortunately, for GoPros, and so it kept shutting down, losing footage. So finally just gave up on it. It's sitting in the window like that in the summertime with that heat, that sun on it and all. I guess it just got it too hot. I haven't had any issues with it until today about it doing that, But again, I think it's more the fact that it being summertime and the sun beating in on it. If it was in a shady area like this, it probably wouldn't have overheated like it did. But anyway, I wanted to show you this little area down here, this yurt village. I only saw one yurt though.
They're all on the, I seen trails going down to the other ones.
Other ones,
Yeah.
I don't know how many are over here. I don't know if too many people rent them or not, but anyway, we just wanted to give you just a little tour of that area over there as well.
Got a beach volleyball area here. Sand and all. Looks like it'd be fun. Looks like they have a snack area down there. Boiled peanuts and a picnic pavilion here. And here's the beach down here.
Go ahead, what did that say?
Here's the beach here, overlooking part of Lake Hartwell. Nice area down here. Teresa's favorite spot, the swing. We're now in Cornelia, Georgia, at a diner in downtown Cornelia called the Fender Diner over here in downtown Cornelia. And we'd come through here once before and started to eat here, but I think it was also on a Sunday afternoon and they had just closed for the day. And so we ended up having to eat at another place across the street. But today we decided to actually come over here. Now we'd come through Toccoa, but there wasn't anything open in downtown Toccoa, and a lot of the other restaurants that are on the outskirts of Toccoa are either fast food that we have plenty of around the house, or they were Asian or Mexican restaurants that neither one of us was actually in the mood for, so we decided to come over here. Something about that, I don't know what happened. I'm having some issues with my camera today. Thing crapped out on me a couple of times while we were driving around over there at Tugaloo State Park, there on Lake Hartwell. That's it, Lake Hartwell. And then now, all of a sudden it just quit on me for some reason here on the file. It said repairing file on it. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we're actually over here again in Cornelia eating at a restaurant called Fender's Diner. And so we're just going to give it a quick review, let you know what we had and how we felt about it. This is what we're looking at. I got the grit cakes. They call it grit cakes. They're grits. Shrimp and grits, yeah. Shrimp and grits, but it's grit cakes with shrimp around it, as you can see. And some sort of a cheese sauce or something. So pretty melty, you know. And then Teresa got the smash burger and Cajun fries is what she got. Smash burger with bacon on it.
I added it.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. You got it with the bacon. So we're gonna dig in and see how it is. Oh yeah, let's buy that. There's a shrimp. That's pretty good. Yeah.
saying grit cakes, basically what that is grits that's fried, deep fried, and made into cakes. So let's give this a try. That's pretty good. A little different, but pretty good. Well, as promised, I'm back with our final thoughts and review of the Fender's Diner in Cornelia, Georgia. As I said in the intro to this video, it was a 50s style diner with a lot of chrome, a lot of black and white checkerboard trim, and I think even the floor was a black and white checkerboard floor. A lot of the seating booths were kind of that 50s style vibe. And we really thought it was a unique place, and I would definitely go back and eat there. Now, as far as the food, Teresa loved her smash burger that she actually had. It was very good. It looked very tasty. As for the shrimp and grit cakes that I had, they were so-so. Now, that's not to say that there was anything wrong with the way it was prepared. I'm sure that's probably the way it's supposed to be prepared. I've just never had that before. And I did like the shrimp. The shrimp was very good, and the grit cakes were pretty good too. I think all of the shrimp, I ended up eating all of it, and most of the grit cakes, but that really heavy sauce that all of it was floating in, I wasn't real crazy about. I didn't like all that cheese sauce that was in the bottom of the plate. And so because of that, I wasn't real satisfied with it, but I would definitely try something else instead next time. Again, I don't think it was anything with the way they prepared it or anything like that. I think it was just, I wasn't expecting that. I never had anything like that before. I don't know that I would try it again. I'd probably definitely try something else, maybe a sandwich or something like that. But I would definitely encourage people to go. If they like shrimp and grit cakes, that may be their thing. But it just wasn't mine. But other than that, the service was great. The environment was really good, clean and all. And I would definitely go back, and I would highly recommend it, honestly. But with that being said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. To keep up with our adventures, check out our Facebook and Instagram pages. I'll leave links to those in the description below. So with that being said, we'll get on out of here. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up, 2024. God bless, and we'll see you in our next video.